Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report, your CFL week number 7 preview and prediction on Thursday night's game between the Hamilton Tiger Cats and the BC Lions. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Raymond Report, which is based on value, percentage play, performance cycles, player availability/injuries, and a money management system. And we'll take a look at the Raymond Report in just a few minutes. Let's take a look at week number 6 in the CFL. You can see 50% of the favorites only won, so 2-2 for the favorites. And on the season, they are winning 73.6% of their games, where underdogs have only won 26.4 straight up so far through the 6 weeks of the CFL season. From the bookmakers' point of view, they've done a good job with the point spread. 48.6 of the favorites have covered compared to 51.4 for the underdogs. Last week, the underdogs took the week. First time this season, they went 3-1 for the week number 6, and you can see 75% of those games went over the total. On the season, 61.1% of the games have gone over the total. So let's start paying attention maybe to a little bit of unders and see if there's an adjustment made by the bookmakers. Now, here's my CFL power ratings after week number 6. I got the Blue Bombers in first place. You can see they're 6-0. I got Calgary at number 2. BC Lions number 3. Saskatchewan sitting right there at number 4. Toronto, Edmonton, Montreal, Hamilton, and Ottawa. Those are my power ratings for going into week number 7. And let's again take a look at the Raymond Report preview and prediction on game number. This will be game number here for the, let me see here. Let's go to the record. There we go. Game number 5 for the BC Lions, and this will game number 6 for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Now, going into this game, let's take a look at the Raymond Report. Rule number 1. Let's see if we have any value if you like any of these teams. If you do like the BC Lions, I had them listed at minus 12.1. You can see the bookmakers giving you a bit of a discount at 8.5. So if you do like BC, know you are getting fair market value. And if you like the Hamilton Tiger Cats, that's exactly where I had them at 8.5, and you are getting 8.5. So exactly where the bookmakers have them, that's where I got fair market value. If you do like the Hamilton Tiger Cats, who are 1-4 in their last 5 games. All right, rule number 2 of the Raymond Report, the percentage play. You can see right here, I got BC winning this game at 78.2%, compared to only 5.2 for Hamilton, and that's based on previous games since 1996. So not a good ratio here going into BC Place this Thursday. Doubleheader in the CFL this Thursday. You got Montreal at Ottawa in game number 1, and then you got Hamilton at BC. So the panel will be busy there on TSN. And you can see the chance of covering the spread, 29%. Now, this is based on percentage play alone, using the law of average theory. And because Hamilton, let's take a look at their record against the point spread this year, 0-5. So obviously, they do have a 100% chance of covering because they haven't covered a game yet this season. And for the Kogo, the chance of this one going over the total is at a very low 33%. But we told you at the top of the show, start paying attention to the unders because 61.1% of the games have gone over this year. Let's go to rule number 3 in the Raymond Report, the performance cycles. And you can see right up the top, BC having a really good year, 3-1 on the year, and coming off a 43-22 win against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in their last game. And let's take a look here. Let's go down here. All right, so for the BC Lions, you can see they're 2-1 at home, only 1-0. Only 1-0 at home on the road this year, but out in the West Coast, if they're going to travel, it's got to be a well-planned travel plan for them, because going from the West Coast to the East Coast, they kind of front-load all their home games at the beginning of the year, and that's why you've only seen them on the road for one game. And it was here in Ottawa against the Ottawa Red Blacks, a 33 or 34, 31 victory that week for the BC Lions. Now, taking a look at other numbers here in the Raymond Report, you can see that the BC Lions at home against the Hamilton Tiger Cats, they are 17-7 straight up, 11-12-1 against the number. And in the last 10 head-to-head visits between the BC Lions and Hamilton, well, the Lions only 4-6, 5-4-1 against the number, 6-4 to the over. And when Hamilton travels to BC, you can see right here, 80% of those games have gone over the total. And taking a look at some of the other numbers down here, let's go to the trends. I don't see a lot of trends here pointing towards the BC line. I think this line here at 8.5. When I look at my playmaker chart, right? So let's take a look at the playmakers going into this week. Short week for Hamilton, coming off a game against the Ottawa Red Blacks. That game was played, I believe, was Saturday So they're playing on what, 4 days rest? And let me go look at my chart on teams playing on 4 days rest. You can see here, road teams playing on 4 days rest the last 3 years. Not bad against the point spread, 11-2, surprisingly enough. Okay, but let's take a look at Hamilton. Dane Evans against Nathan Rourke. Rourke thrown for over 1,300 yards so far this season, completing 80% of his passes. That's unheard of. James Butler averaging 4.9 runs per game on average, with his rushing record of 243 yards on the year. And you look at Dominic Rhymes, he's the leading receiver for the BC Lions, averaging 18.6. So total dominance here by the BC Lions. I got him at 3.5 to 0.5 on my playmaker chart. I do like BC to win this game. I don't know if I like him enough to cover the spread. I know my forecast has a 30-20 win. If I were to play this one, the under, I think the under is where you want to lean. I think Hamilton, they struggle on offense. BC can put some points on the board. Let's hope they don't put too many. But I think under is where you want to go between Hamilton and BC. Good luck.